In a quiet mountainous village of Ibadan, southwest Nigeria, far from the chaos of the modern world, there lived a young man named Ojo. Though the valley around him was calm and beautiful, Ojo's mind was completely opposite. His thoughts never stopped racing. Memories of the past haunted him, and worries about the future filled him with fear. He wanted peace more than anything else, but the more he searched for it, the harder it became to find. Books on meditation, long walks, deep breaths. Nothing worked. His mind was a storm that refused to calm. One morning, tired of living as a prisoner of his own thoughts, Ojo decided to climb the high mountains to seek the wisdom of an old man who was said to know the secrets of peace. The journey was long and steep, and as he climbed, he thought about what he would say, rehearsing every possible word. When he finally reached the top, his heart pounded, not just from the climb, but from the weight of his restlessness. The old man's home was a small wooden hut surrounded by bamboo trees. The old man sat on the porch, silent, his eyes half closed, as if listening to something far beyond the noise of the world. Ojo bowed deeply. "Wise one," he began, "I've come to you because my mind is never still. I've tried everything I can think of, but I can't stop overthinking. How can I empty my mind?" The old man opened his eyes and smiled gently. "Before we speak of emptiness," he said, "fetch me a cup of tea." Ojo hurried to prepare it, hoping this was the first step to enlightenment. When he returned with the tea, the old man began to pour. Slowly, calmly. But even when the cup was full, he kept pouring. The tea overflowed, spilling onto the table, dripping to the floor. "Wise one!" Ojo shouted. "The cup is full. It can't hold any more." The old man looked up at him and said softly, "Exactly. Like this cup, your mind is full of thoughts, fears, and opinions. Until you empty it, nothing new can enter." The words struck something deep inside Ojo. He felt embarrassed, yet curious. "But wise one," he asked, "how can I empty my mind?" The old man stood and handed him a small wooden bowl. "Tomorrow morning, at sunrise, go to the river. Fill this bowl with water and bring it back to me. But there is one condition. Do not spill a single drop along the way." Ojo nodded, confused but determined. The next morning, when the first light touched the mountains, he walked to the river. The air was cool, and the sound of running water echoed through the valley. He knelt, filled the bowl carefully, and began the journey back up the steep, rocky path. Every step required focus. He watched the water's surface closely, terrified of spilling even a single drop. The wind blew against him, the stones shifted under his feet, and his arms trembled from the effort of holding the bowl steady. He didn't look at the trees, the sky, or the birds. His entire world had shrunk to that one fragile bowl of water. When he finally reached the hut, sweat rolled down his face, but not a drop had been lost. The old man smiled. "Very good," he said. "Now tell me, what did you think about as you climbed?" Ojo took a deep breath. "Nothing else, wise one. I thought only of the water." "And how did you feel?" He paused, realizing something strange. "Peaceful," he said slowly. "My mind was quiet." The old man nodded. "That is the secret," he said. "You do not empty the mind by fighting your thoughts. You empty it by being fully present. When your attention fills the moment completely, there is no room for anything else. Peace is not something you find. It is what remains when you are truly here." For days, Ojo pondered the lesson. He began to practice it everywhere he went. When he swept the floor, he only swept. When he ate, he only ate. When he listened, he truly listened. And little by little, something began to change. The noise in his head grew softer. The heaviness in his chest began to fade. The world around him, the rustling leaves, the warm sunlight, even the sound of his own footsteps seemed more vivid, more alive. He began to see what the old man meant. Peace wasn't hiding somewhere far away. It had been there all along, beneath the endless chatter of his mind. It was not about silence. It was about presence. He realized that life only truly existed in this moment, not in the memories of yesterday or the dreams of tomorrow. One evening, he stood at the mountain's edge, watching the sun melt into gold over the horizon. For the first time in his life, his mind was still, not because he forced it to be, but because he was simply there, watching, breathing, existing. He understood now. Peace isn't the absence of thought, but the presence of awareness. The wise man's voice echoed in his memory, gentle and wise. The mind is like the sky. It is never truly troubled. It only appears so when filled with clouds of thought. Let them pass, and you will see the clear sky again. As the last light of day faded, Ojo closed his eyes and smiled. He no longer sought to empty his mind, for he finally understood that it was never truly full, only distracted. And in that stillness, he discovered the truth that had been waiting all along. Peace is not found when the mind is empty. It is found when the heart is completely present. What a discovery! In short, Ojo discovered a truth many people spend their whole lives searching for. Peace is not found in the world around us, but in the space we create within ourselves. The task the master gave him wasn't really about carrying water or climbing hills or reaching the grove. It was a test of attention, a reminder that life only becomes heavy when our minds wander away from the present. Ojo realized that every moment is like the water in the bowl. Gentle, fragile, easily spilled when we rush through life. But when we slow down, when we breathe, when we give our full presence to what is in front of us, everything becomes clear again. And this is the lesson for all of us. Your mind is only as noisy as the thoughts you choose to carry. Your peace is never lost, only buried under distractions. If you can learn to return to the present, even for a few seconds, you'll find a quiet strength waiting inside you. So as you go about your day, remember Ojo. Remember the bowl of water. And remember that your calm, your clarity, your peace, they are already within you, waiting to be noticed.
Wisdom Stream with Dr. Dre.
If you found value in this story, click on the subscribe button below. Then drop a comment if you have any. And don't forget to join our community, because the journey to a clearer mind has only just begun. Thank you, and watch out for the next story in this channel.